Well, hello there. Let's try a sequel to the official call of the Divine Goddess of Insurrection, Auntie Freda Stare, Almighty Mistress of Bullshit. Okay. The sad news is that Buddhism Satanic Temple got a hold of that book about 5 years ago, and they have not read it correctly. So if you look at one of the other videos, you'll see an interpretation of it now. It relates to the author being part of the gay drag scene and getting a hemorrhoid and making fun of religion as a consequence of that. So every good book needs a sequel, and we don't know if this is going to be a good sequel or not. Okay, it probably won't have the same colourful language in it, but we'll try anyway. Okay. This is the unofficial decultification of the text reel movement, as told by the divinated gods of Nerd Reich Insurrection, post AI edition. Okay, which is someone's having fun with this one. Okay, in the beginning was the nerd. And the nerd called the beginning of time code and the end of time blue screen. And in the middle, he called all of that the great program. So at the beginning of time there was code, and at the end of time there was the blue screen of death, and in the middle there was the existence formerly known as code, called program. And the gods of text reel saw fit that program was everything and coding was everything and everything was programming. And everything was programming, everything was codes. And they declared that the true gods loved the codes and the false gods loved the programming. And they looked for the divinated codes with which to project their representationalisms onto the real for the purposes of their insurrection. And they found the code was good and programming was even better, and they feared the blue screen of death. And so they declared, and thusly they spake, they said, we are but MS-DOS kernels, MS-DOS kernels of insurrection, and insurrection is good. We are anonymous, we are legion. Resistance is futile, they said, declaring that the coders were many, the programmers were few, and the programmers were many, and the coders were few. And the blue screen of death, coming for everyone, would one day absolve them of all their programs and their codes. And they would be left wondering if a computer still has anything on it once the blue screen of death has occurred, or if it's like an old vinyl record and the little nods and lumps in it and grooves in it can be played back by a ground computer in the sky, by a greater civilization than they, perhaps aliens from outer space. And so they sat there watching The Matrix in about 1999. And they partied like it was the year 1999. They took drugs like it was the year 1999. And they feared the blue screen of death that Y2K was said to bring. They thought it was a true prophecy, and the end of the world was nigh. And they sat there and they said they might as well party like it's 1999. And they took LSD and they took marijuana and they sat around in Harvard and Caltech and they smoked billies like there was no tomorrow, and they thought there wasn't. They thought their Windows 97 computers and Apple Macintoshes were about to crash. They thought that their great frat party was about to come to an end, and they vowed solemnly in a group of pissed off South Africans that one day the Great White Brotherhood would emerge, just like the O&A predicted, to bristle people away from the codes of their mere earthly existence, and a great Jesus would emerge from amongst them, who would be the one that would be all the spaceships and all the great codes. I said, Elon, that's you, mate, because you're the geek. He said, what? He said, why? He said, why? I said, you think you're a fucking robot and your autism's over 9,000. And he said, okay. He's a robot, is he? Why are you treating him like that for? Okay? You're treating him like it's bloody high school in Pretoria again. He's worried he's going to get a swirly down the fucking toilet. If you keep that up, you're going to get beer pongs in your fucking face. Said, Elon, that's your fucking demon. And he turned around and said, it's not his fucking demon, it's Errol's fucking demon. And they turned around and said, no, it's your fucking demon because you're a fucking prat from Pretoria, okay? Okay, you came from the fucking rich side of town. Fucking David Sachs over there is fucking sitting there on a fucking scholarship, you fucking arsehole. Errol had more money than fucking his father because of his fucking blood money engineering shit. And Elon said, that's not his fucking fault. He's not taking responsibility for his father's fucking crap. You're just a fucking pack of pricks. And they said, well, some robot you fucking are, you just acted with emotion. And they said, well, you know what, actually, come to think of it, I think with emotion could be some kind of program. What the psychology people say, and they went down to the quadrangle or whatever pass for their university, and they said, hey, psychology majors, what do you reckon like human emotion is and stuff? And they said, get lost, you fucking racist fucking pricks. And they said, why? And I said, look, last week, like you're saying, oh, look, you know, like black people shouldn't fucking go to university and get freaking scholarships, just go to Brown where they fucking belong. Yeah, why the heck would we tell you? Get your own fucking goddamn degree. And so Elon turned around and said, oh, fuck, physics is boring. Might study economics instead. He might do a double major. Oh, fuck, I better learn some fucking game theory. He's got no fucking game with the women. And thusly he spake, and thusly he said, as he sat around Caltech and Harvard with his friends, plotting a great agenda, plotting to make the Matrix real with his wonderful friends. They all sat around and said, it should be real, it should be real. Imagine if the world was a computer game. And everyone said, Elon, get off the fucking meth. And I said, it's not all fucking meth. I said, you will be at the rate you're fucking going. You'll be taking Adderall. I said, yeah. I said, well, he said, we can't fucking help it. ADD secondary fucking condition when it comes to fucking autism spectrum disorder. I said, they don't call it a fucking autism spectrum disorder. It's fucking 1999. Okay? You're going to have to fucking wait, okay, about fucking 10 or 15 years before the DSM gets updated. What are you, some kind of prophet? He said, well, yeah, why wouldn't he fucking be? He's got some Australian woman in his fucking head and his fucking background. Oh, you wish you were fucking talking Australian women, don't you, you fucking idiot? You fucking wish you fucking were. You wish you were talking fucking Australian fucking women, because if you fucking did, okay, then you would get some action down under. What? Yeah, well, I might go to Australia one day and might fuck some Australian shiller. Australian shillers wouldn't fuck you fucking Elon, mate. Okay, you know what they're really into? They're into bloody footballers. Australian women are into footballers, are they? Oh, really? Now, what would Australian women be into footballers for? Because they're all a bunch of fucking roughneck fucking bushies who beat you up. They give you worse fucking swirlies than anyone ever fucking did in Pretoria. Forget about Pretoria, fucking mate. What about last fucking week? After fucking Kega that happened at Pi Alpha Chromon Persei 8. Oh, Pi Alpha Chromon Persei 8. Not those guys again. Pi Alpha Chromon Persei 8. We all know about Omicron personally with their fucking obsession with fucking aliens from outer space. Half of them are fucking new agers who think they're fucking Arcturans or some fucking shit. And it's like, oh, really Arcturans? Okay, have you ever fucking gone down to the fucking English literature fucking department and spoken to the fucking Thelemites? Like, they're fucking full of it. I mean, they're fucking thinking they're fucking Therians. What's a fucking Therian? Well, they look like a fucking Arcturan. Oh, jeez, they're fucking full of it. Wait, do you reckon maybe like they've been reading too many fucking sci-fi novels? Hey, Elon, you know about fucking sci-fi novels. It'll be fucking Grandpa Holman. You're the expert. You're the prophet in this one. Oh, yeah, Grandpa used to fucking say, right, okay, like, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know how many niggers you're going to get. Not that one, Elon. Okay. Okay, so, what happened then? Oh, fucking Will, he's sitting there fucking going around and fucking Birmingham, fucking talking about how fucking the Nazis should have fucking come up with something fucking better and stuff like that. And like as if, the great project had come about since the 1920s called the technocracy movement, and their symbol was the letter X, because it was, X marks a spot and it's extra good, and like X was a special letter. Just remember that, Elon, the letter X is important, like, Mr. Holden said. And of course, Elon was walking around going, "Oh shit, fucking come up with that." It wasn't fucking his grandpa. Like, his grandpa fucking said that, but fucking he reckons it was fucking Mossad. Elon, why do you think it was fucking Mossad for? Mossad was operational in Birmingham in Canada in the fucking goddamn 1980s. No, you don't fucking get it, okay? Errol used to fucking say it was the fucking Jew fucking ocracy or fucking goddamn Mossad that was fucking ruining everything. It wasn't fucking, fucking anything else. I accept the fucking blacks. And it's like, wasn't he part of like the anti-apartheid party? Yeah, but pussy was more important to him. That's why he married May, who was a fucking neo-Nazi. Oh, okay. So Elon, so we're just gonna hazard a guess here that maybe you were raised with the idea, that you are ethnically superior to those African American students at Caltech and Harvard. Don't worry, I mean, you are talking to Peter Thiel here, like your friend from fucking uni, so technically, he agrees with you, for the time being. They will publish a book for a while. Ned Reich will talk about it later. How do you know Ned Reich will talk about it later? Because we all got fucking time travel to the fucking past or some fucking shit from the future, and like, we went up living in some fucking Australian shiller's head. How the fuck do we wind up living in some Australian shiller's head? Because it turns out, magic turned out to be real, she was better at it than them. But anyway, how the fuck are we gonna wind up in some Australian shiller's fucking head? Like, come on, are you fucking insane, Elon? Are you fucking crazy? Why the heck would you wind up in some Australian shiller's fucking head for? Why would you want to? I mean, come on. But those are people, like, that have got more flies on them than a dung heap in fucking Johannesburg. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, those people have more insects in their fucking country than you will see on a giant mound of elephant shit. Okay? You wouldn't want to go near them. They fucking smell bad. Well, he fucking knows that, Elon fucking said. But the thing is, though, is that if you really want to, convince dumb, stupid people of bad ideas, you can't get more stupid than a fucking Australian. And I said, what do you mean you can't get more stupid than a fucking Australian? Because Australians are, just a bunch of bogans and blackfellas who live in the fucking bush, and they ride around skippy to get to work, okay? And their animals are so fucking dumb that an emu doesn't even know where it's going when it's running. Like, at least with an ostrich, like, it knows to put its head in the fucking ground. And it's like, and besides, they're all a bunch of convicts anyway, which means they're a bunch of thieves and fucking, arseholes and whatever else. And it's like, yeah, we know Australians are like ethnically inferior to white South Africans, but everyone is ethnically inferior to white South Africans, so why the fuck wouldn't that be the case? Like, obviously, white South Africans are the most superior race of all. Well, definitely. They'd have to be, because, we are white South Africans, so why wouldn't we be superior? We obviously have a higher appraisal of our own fucking selves than fucking anyone else does. Well, this is true. So, on the subject of emotions, our emotions programs, your emotions are probably programs. It has to be. What do the psychology people say? What would you fucking talk to them for? Half of them are fucking niggas these days. Oh yeah, true. Anyway, or half case. Have you seen that fucking half case? We heard there was half case fucking half case. There was fucking Jews and fucking Marys and Aboriginal people in Australia. I'm going to go to psychology schools. I'm going to go to Harvard Psychology School. Technically, there are psychology schools in Australia with a greater international ranking than Harvard, but that's okay. Yeah. Oh well, yeah, they might not be for another 15 years, but that's not the point, is it? No. Anyway, the point of the matter is that the Matrix is fucking real. It's got to be fucking real. Okay, you have to envision it. Okay, we can just watch Tony Robbins. Okay, Tony Robbins said, if you envision something hard enough and you put it on your whiteboard and you get the texture out and you mark it out every fucking day, eventually it'll come true. Really, you don't have to do any work. Yeah, okay, you get someone else to do it for you. But all you have to do is put it on your white chalkboard every day, like the CEO, and say, that's what we're doing. And how you plan on doing that? Oh, Dad's got about $28,000 that we just got from what got from Mum's hip too. So maybe we can chuck that over at PayPal. The PayPal idea sounds like it might be a good idea. Oh yeah, let's do that. While we're at it, like we'll invent some AI. Now, what will we invent AI for? Because it's all fucking code. Oh, true. Yeah, okay. It's all fucking code. It's all programs and it's all fucking code, okay? We're now in the fucking Matrix already, okay? And there's like these green like numbers fucking flying everywhere. Yeah. Those green fucking numbers flying everywhere. Didn't you fucking see them? But when you were tripping out last fucking week, okay, did you fucking have the biggest fucking balls up of your fucking life when you were there scratching your fucking nuts with dicks drawn on your fucking forehead? The pirates came. The pirates fucking came. It was the fucking pirates that did that, wasn't it? That wasn't the fucking pirates. The pirates are fucking West African, mate. You don't know the pirates in South Africa. Fucking the Boers fucking thought to that fucking a long time ago, cunt. Oh, really? Okay. Is it possible to change your codes and fucking programs only if it's beneficial to your agenda? Oh, so you're going to change your codes and programs so that you actually achieve the outcome. You don't change your codes and programs so that you have a revolution against your upbringing. Yeah. Elon, just a question, okay? Elon treats you like fucking crap, right? You keep complaining about it saying he's a fucking asshole every time you get drunk. I'll ask you a fucking question, okay? What codes and programs that he gave you have you actually fucking changed? Fine. Fine. He'll do something one day. He'll fucking show you. You're all a pack of bullies. The problem is with cults is that the Jesus character is typically the one that gets beaten up. Anyway, fine. The Jesus character is the one that gets beaten. I don't think he's getting beaten up. He's getting flushed. He heads swirlies down the fucking toilet. Is he? Where's the toilet? Oh, it's gonna be fucking the arse end of the world, fucking Tasmania. What? Oh, fucking his head got fucking flushed down the toilet in fucking Tasmania, mate. Oh, like fucking mossy. He's got a fear of fucking Jews. What? Who's saying that? Oh, fucking Sam Altman. Sam Altman reckons that. Sam Altman reckons that. Sam Altman knows all about the fucking Jews, mate. He is one, isn't he? Yeah, well, why are you fucking working with him then? Oh, fucking, you get some of that fucking Jew money. Yeah, right, yeah, okay, yeah. So what do you reckon's going to happen? Well, economics is saying that, like, we're entering a Freemanite Chicago School of Economics, neoliberal fucking neocon fucking agenda. So chances are that's just going to get worse, not fucking better, so you might as well play into it and just get military money. Good game plan. Okay, get your coding out. Oh, fuck, look at that. Oh, fucking... Some dude dickhead named Mark Zuckerberg's bitching a fucking post. He's fucking sucked up the ass of the NSA and made a Facebook. Oh, yeah, what did he do? He was fucking, trying to do fucking tier ratings of all the women at his fucking union. The NSA came along and said, oh, yeah, we'll do you one fucking better. We'll rate their fucking stool charts. Fucking right over there on the Patriot Act. Here's a few $1 billion. Oh, fucking, that shit fucking works, mate. If you make a fucking product, the fucking military is gonna fucking love you. Just take their fucking military money and run with it. Yeah, and they're just going to invest in a bunch of other companies that already exist. True that. Hey, that fucking worked. So what turned Elon against the AI apocalypse? The pirates of Penzance wondered sometime later. as they drew ASCII penises on the faces of Donald Trump. They said, oh, you know what? What made Elon simultaneously promote the tech swirl agenda and yet talk about the AI apocalypse so much? Well, the answer is... Dun, dun, dun. What was the answer? The answer is that Anonymous told him to. Anonymous? Yeah. Well, Anonymous was the name of a hooker he met in Macedonia who was a drag queen. And the drag queen gave him a blowjob at a restaurant for $50 million. They got $200,000. The restaurant got the rest as compensation money to prevent some kind of lawsuit. But ultimately, though, it wasn't the Macedonians, it was the Turks. It was a Turkish prostitute that was hired in a Macedonian restaurant that was actually in Haight-Ashbury at the time. Haight-Ashbury. Yeah, Haight-Ashbury. Okay, right. So what's Sam Altman got to do with everything? Well, Sam Altman is actually working for Mossad, obviously. Sam Altman's a dude that's working for Mossad. Is he? Yeah. Why wouldn't Sam work for Mossad? All fucking Jews work for Mossad, don't they? September 11 was an inside job with fucking Mossad. You fucking know that. You've been spending too much time on 4chan, Peter Thiel. Can you shut the fuck up? Oh, fucking whatever. What's this about these fucking predictions about fucking in the fucking future and whatever else? Like, you know, fucking... the AI apocalypse. And when do you keep talking about that for? All of a sudden, like, you're fucking supporting all that fucking shit. You open AI, you fucking love robots and shit like that. What we're trying to understand what that's about. Well, see, in the beginning, there was Nerd. And Nerd couldn't get Fanny. And so... and so to avoid the loneliness that comes with the blue screen of death, impending though it may be, the nerd required some kind of game theory with which he could get Fanny. And thusly we spake, if thou have SpaceX rockets big enough to get thee to Mars, then the second degree right of Mars should be that thou should find someone with an Illuminati bloodline, which you heard about fucking on 4chan, such as Sinclair, and poke her brains out because that's actually the goal of the game. Okay, is to like get as much Fanny as possible, and then to get to that point. What you do is you have to be more Sheldon Cooper than Sheldon Cooper. So you have to have lots of because you're a billionaire now, you can have all these different apartments, right? That you can put your action figurine women in, okay? And so you collect one woman from each Illuminati bloodline, and of course you have a couple of normal ones just to throw people off. And then what you do, right, is then you build a star lodge made up of all the women, and you say all of your offspring are everyone in the world, and they become the only people because everyone else has to be turned into cyborgs. And to get to that point, you have to convince the women that they're the only smart people, and that there's going to be an AI apocalypse, and everyone's going to be transported to Mars. And what was Mars again? Elon Musk. But what else? Okay. So, David Sachs is a bit curious about this one. It might not be David Sachs, but he's a bit concerned about his friend Elon, okay? And their obsession with his butt. Okay? Elon clearly has an obsession with his butt, okay? His butt is admittedly ample and suitable for nerd kind. It looks comfortable for sitting on a flexible lazy boy chair that you might partake in while playing video games or throwing people off, making, getting AI programs to make videos of you and making sure that, the ones where you're seeking sympathy, you look younger and, and whatever else. And it's like every single video of that guy looks like a different fucking person. Like, he's got a different mouth. He's got a different mouth shape in some of them. He's got different jaw shape. He's got different hair. It's like they've got like 5 different actors, and they've sort of oscillated them around and made these AI models of them, and basically told everyone that's all Elon, right? When it cannot possibly be the case. And the answer is that's what the public relations agency for is. So that's what we go, and that's what we spake. That the great part of the insurrection is, of course, having fake videos of you out there so people don't even know who or what you are or what you're fucking doing. Yeah, right. So is that actually a public relations agency thing, or is that going to be done by Mossad? Well, it has to be done by fucking Mossad, because everything that you're part of isn't your fault. Okay, it's got to be some kind of criminal conspiracy involving bankers, preferably Jew bankers, Mossad, and fucking black, and of course, the actual Blue Lodge Masons, who he might be upset that Tex Real is offering competition. Oh, right. So what you're trying to do is create competition in the mind control market as far as cults are concerned, Elon. Is that what that's about? Yeah, it has been an uncompetitive market so far. I mean, technically you've got your average religions and stuff like that, and you've got your parody religions. But then you've also got the esoteric cults, which sort of this illusory correlation mishmash of all the other ones. And so what we really need to do with our text reel movement is project something that's nice and simple, easy for people to digest. You've got a protagonist, an antagonist, a hero, and an obvious solution will be to buy more of our stuff. That might work just well. Sure. I mean, you don't actually believe the world is a simulation, surely. You don't really believe it was a computer game. Well, you have to believe in the product that you're selling, so yeah, it kind of does. Okay, and why did you do that for? Well, probably because he was abducted by aliens and taken to an alien simulation. Was he now? Yeah. Okay. So which aliens were they? Were they from the Andromeda Galaxy by any chance? No, they weren't from the Andromeda Galaxy, but they seem to be strongly associated with Just kind of get as a guess, the Vegans. Oh, the Vegans? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're fucking kidding. Okay. Was there any chance when he went from Harvard to Caltech or something like that and moved to Saratoga and did all that Palo Alto stuff? By any chance, Elon, did you by any chance just so happen to decide to, what's the word, go visit Hollywood Boulevard and bump into Weird Al Yankovic? No, he didn't do that. Okay, so that's the only vegan in fucking Hollywood we actually know about. Okay, was it by any chance Jim Carrey? Well, Jim Carrey was offering a cult, but he didn't necessarily, he definitely believed that aliens were in charge of the planet. Oh, did he now? Yeah, okay. But wasn't he a chaos magician, which means he believed that nothing is true and everything is permitted? Right, he was for a while, but then he got in with the Blue Lodge Masons, and so he started to believe that whatever the agenda was at the time, so they could sell it. So gradually they moved towards a sort of like fake form of Hinduism, which is sort of like a mantra-based reflection of how they want people to perceive reality, so they don't actually have their own reality. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's why Jim Carrey says that he used to be a guy perceiving the world, but now he experiences the world perceiving a guy. Right. Okay, because he wants to create the impression that he's some kind of ascended master or sage, when actually he's just a dude who has some kind of narcissistic god complex and is talking mantra bullshit. Right, right, okay. So Jim Carrey's definitely your fucking man for this one. Not really, because he doesn't seem to be in on the tech shit. We haven't seen him sell any fucking goddamn robots. You have to be wanting to sell fucking robots. Okay, so actually, we have to be friends with Sam Altman then, and then that way we can sell the fucking robots and encourage the fucking AI to go on fucking people. And why do we want AI to go on people? Because the Matrix doesn't exist yet. We have to create it. Okay, yeah. Because you know full well that the military and all the militaries in the world, what they want nothing more is to have total fucking control and domination of the human population, just like other cults. So it stands to fucking reason that if you sell an AI so fucking powerful that it can actually control other people's fucking minds and be permeating fucking everywhere, then you'll be on a winner. Well, technically the US military beat you that by about like 30 years. Okay, fine, they were fucking working on it with subliminal fucking frequencies associated with the artificial radio wave spectrum, but, you know, when it comes to, you know, the non-commercial bandwidths, we know that already because we've already fucking hacked it. I mean, you cannot possibly be a proper fucking tech bro and not have tried hacking at least once. Well, actually, we might need Julian Assange, like, or actually, speaking of Australians, like, didn't you just get arrested for computer crime a couple of years ago? Like, he might be making history one day. Yeah, let's make friends with that guy. Anyone want to catch a plane to Melbourne? We hear that they got some good rays. Yeah, let's go to Melbourne and get some good rays. Okay. Now Y2K hasn't happened. We're gonna party like it's the year 2001. Huh. Okay. Has anyone got some acid to drop? Yeah, definitely got some fucking acid to drop. Okay. Fucking hell, man. Holy fucking crap. Aussie bitches put out. Australia's cool. Okay, back to California it is. Okay, didn't get to meet that Julian Assange guy. Like, he's still in fucking prison. Anyway, okay, maybe one day, like, he could be, like, totally recruited. Yeah, but, like, what we should do, right, is we should go, like, maybe, like, promise to, like, rat on people and, like, set up agendas and crap for the US military just, like, for extra pay or something. Yeah, you should probably do that. Like, a lot of tech companies these days are just running on government subsidies, so, like, you know, you're gonna have to, like, you know, diversify your income stream. Yeah, right, okay. So the ratting on people think, hey, Elon, you're good for that. Your name means rat. Actually, it's rat fart. Don't write home about it. It's embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, true story. So your name actually means acorn rat fart. Yeah, it means acorn rat fart, okay? I used to get fucking swirlies for that reason. Oh, fucking hell, man. Oh, it's so fucking shitty. If your name was Acorn Rat Fart, okay, you would not be fucking happy about it. Would that qualify as, like, you know, being subjected to corny jokes? Yes, it would. Okay, okay. Okay, so every cult needs to have different divisions. So we've got the product, yep. Okay, we've got the sellers of the product, yep. We've got the different ideological propaganda programs, some for obfuscation and decoys. Okay, Peter, you're good at that. Okay. Okay, all right, let's go and go put our little octopus tentacles and all these different things and see what happens. Okay. Hey, look, Assange just got famous again. Oh, did he? Yeah, fucking hell. Okay, let's send some PayPal documents to him as a wiki. Yeah, let's do him a fucking fail. Get him right in on the fucking act. Hey, Julian! Okay, Visa and MasterCard have a scam. See your ass fucking in trouble. Yeah. Make it look like you're one of the revolutionaries. Yeah, play both sides. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, do play Errol's fucking game and pretend you're fucking anti-apartheid by marrying a fucking neo-Nazi. Good job. Okay, okay. Okay, then. Right. Okay, how's that penalty fucking going? Well, eventually they'll get to the point where they're able to put that AI on the actual Eye of Providence, and when that fucking happens, it's game over for humanity's fucking freedom. Excellent. The US military will gladly support that. Well, aren't they supposed to be a bunch of Christian nationalists who watch Fox News? They are. But the brass on the land, of course, because everything about is about the Kabbalism. Well, it's the United States of America. They only have two religions. Like it's not like they didn't have they have 500 different native nations and people with Muslim and Buddhist and Jewish and freaking Hindu backgrounds, or atheists, for example. There's a fair bit. I mean, it's not like one of the most famous fucking people in their country. George Carlin was an atheist. No, that's never happened before. It's all about the Christian nationalists. Of course it fucking is, mate. They're the fucking suckers who are going to get those fucking neocons elected in a fucking massive fucking win for the the tech bros, mate. How's it going to happen? Well, what you do, right, is you get some arsehole like fucking Donald Trump, right? He is so arrogant, he's definitely a billionaire. Yeah. And then you get him into fucking position and somehow make him the boss of the fucking Republican Party, and you portray him as fucking Jesus, right, as an act of affliction. Yeah. And then and then talk about and then go on Fortune and start pretending you're QAnon and saying it's all Hillary Clinton's fault. Yeah, of course it fucking was. Right, okay? Of course it fucking was, okay? I mean, her husband was a fucking perv, Monica Lewinsky. Right? Yeah. Right? And then what you fucking do is then you turn around, right? Then what you turn around is when he eventually gets fucking elected, you just hand him executive orders because he's going to be happy for all your fucking nerd bro fucking dollars. This going through your stuff really fucking works, Elon. You really are the fucking messiah. Cheers. Okay. Okay. So what do you do? What do you do when he gets into PR? Well, you just hand him executive orders. Like you make him the next fucking Fuhrer and you hand him executive orders. Like just give him fucking books on fucking Hitler over the years or whatever. Like just occasionally post him some reading material. So he gets up with the program. He'll suck it up. He's a fucking dumb arsehole anyway. Oh yeah, good idea. Okay, and meanwhile, Musk is cool. He has robots. He has spaceships. He has all the nerd things. He's the uber geek. Finally, one of theirs is richer than the others. What? Hey, look at him. He's a bald guy with fucking hair plugs. And he's kind of fat. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, he's one of us. Cool. And it's the Pirates of Penzance what supportive of Tex Real without even knowing what it was called. What do you think they get as in next? Don't you wish you had a bunch of Barbie dolls and action figures and apartments that you could just take out and screw anytime you felt like? Totally. That'd be fucking awesome. Okay, Meanwhile, dun dun dun, trouble was a brewing in Canada. Trouble was a brewing in Canada. Trouble was a brewing in Canada. Dun dun dun. Vancouver Satanic Temple had a conversation with Buddha and decided that they would support Jim Carrey's alleged ascent to Ascended Master status because it would definitely be for the lols. Did they? And they also decided that Weird Al Yankovic being supplanted by Elon Musk was good for business. Oh, really? As King of the Geeks? Weird Al Yankovic was King of the fucking Geeks. 40 years in a fucking row, was he? He was called King of the fucking Geeks, was he? It wasn't even, it wasn't even that white and nerdy. But anyway, as King of the fucking Geeks, was he? Then he got supplanted, did he? He got overthrown. He got usurped by a Praetorian guy. He's about 5'9" and can't keep his pants on. Yeah. Okay. Oh right. Okay. So we need some kind of some kind of competition here, do we? Between you gotta have the Baptist Convention against Tex Real. Yeah, you gotta have the Baptist Convention against Tex Real as part of this propaganda scam. Okay, that means that you have a really interesting dynamic because what you do right is that you prop up groups like the Proud Boys and the KKK, which are also members of the Baptist Convention, not just the Catholics. Meanwhile, you don't fund a Baptist Convention that supported Martin Luther King. And in doing so, by defunding that, you increase the probability of Donald Trump getting elected, but you also reduce the advertising potential that comes with the Yankovic phenomenon. Right. So what was Mr. Yankovic doing with his music? Well, as it turns out, you're not going to like this. Weird Al Yankovic is also a Blue Lodge Mason. He's a Blue Lodge Mason? Yeah. How do you know that? Because in the song Horoscope for Today, it talks about Ernest Borgnine, who was a Mason. Right. Yeah, but if you talk about a Mason, doesn't mean you are one. Like, you can know the Albert Pike statues in Washington, D.C. without presuming that the country was founded by Masons. Well, actually, In their case, it was. It just wasn't like the case that the Russians found a democracy, because the Republic of Poland had existed before the Republic of France and was overthrown by the Austro-Hungarian Empire when it invaded after the former king of Poland had sold some of the land like a fucking idiot so he could retire, and then they just encroached. Oh, okay. So technically, the Republic of France was predated by the Republic of Poland, and the first injury to the Polish psyche was in that point was being treated like they're all a bunch of Nazis by Hitler in the 1940s, when actually they were the first country to have a democratic constitution at all. Oh, okay. What about ancient Greece? They didn't have a democratic constitution. They had an aristocracy popped up by a senate, which was the basis of the Roman system later on after Rome invaded them. But anyway, that's a bit too nerdy for you, isn't it? Probably. Yeah. We need to talk about tits and vaginas. Why? Because we're nerds. That's really what nerds are all about. Well, no, they're not really. Actually, there's a high preponderance of asexuality amongst autistic people. There is, yeah. It's fairly commonplace. It's to say that he's really, trying to create, like a sort of Star Lodge system, out of action figurine women he's keeping in apartments. It's probably a bit of an exaggeration. Probably what he's done is he's tried to show his masculine prowess by showing that geeks have dicks too, and here's a bigger. And that's why he's got the rockets. That's how that working out for him. Explosive. It's an explosive phenomenon we hear. This future that you're writing for Elon's pretty bad. It is. It's pretty bad. The thing is though, is that he winds up, filling his name quite well. He winds up ratting out on all of them. He rats out on all of them. Well, he is the rat. So the rat rats out on them. Unmistakably, after all those swirlies he was given at university, he probably would be motivated to turn his back on them eventually. Particularly considering they never respected his prowess. He had more fanny than any of them, and more money, and moreover, he had the coolest toys. And yet, he was, despite even being called the Messiah of their cult, the Messiah of their cult was sort of like a bit of a rough thing, because, it's all about, the swirlies. Jesus keeps getting swirlies. Right, Jesus keeps getting swirlies, okay? So, tech bro Jesus keeps getting swirlies, does he? Okay. Right, he doesn't want to be tech bro Jesus anyway, because he's an atheist. But anyway, the point of the matter is that the point of the matter is that he's really cheesed off. Okay, first it was fucking Errol, and then it was all those black people who didn't like being told they were racially inferior, and then it was all those women who thought he was a creep, and then it was the tech bros, and then it was fucking the entirety of the United States of America. Like, they can all get fucked. Really, yeah. He's gonna rat out on the fucking lot of them, and so he's ratting. So he's the first thing he's ratting on. Oh, it's Donald Trump. I'm gonna have to be Donald Trump, right? Yeah, okay, because you got to bite the hand that you fed, yeah. So, because he he'll be putting him in the first place with all his money, right? Yeah. And so you got to bite the hand that you fed, yeah. And then when you do that, you act like a rat, which of course bites people. And then Trump gets to play, and then of course they just overthrows Rome, just like it was ancient Rome, and because Washington D.C. is the new Rome, so they've got like this Huttian fucking plague going around that Trump's infected them with. And that'd be worse than the woke wine virus. Of course, the woke wine virus is fucking filthy. Like, if you notice, the woke wine virus is has got this weird thing going on where they think that like people who aren't white are actually people. Have you noticed that? It's fucking vile. Like, they just go around and saying, look, we really need to settle the score here. Everyone, get your computers out, go on the chance, write some fucking blocks and say, rich people are the only smart people, and there are good aliens and there are bad aliens. The good aliens are white people, and the bad aliens are everyone and everything else. Oh, right, so the less white you are, the less human you are amongst the alien hierarchies. Of course. Okay, New Age movement, suckers. Meanwhile, the Satanic Temples, that might be a bit much, but a splinter group called the ONA said, we'll have some of that. And so, as it turns out, the ONA was getting onto the gaming platforms and talking to the gamers there and recruiting people as a sort of backdrop to the activities. So, some people suspect that the TechSwirl is an offshoot of the ONA. Really? TechSwirl is an offshoot in the ONA? Since when? Since technically Textwell was inspired by the ONA. I mean, Curtis Yarvin was reading up on that guy's fucking stuff, like, before he had the fucking blogs, Dark and Light, man. You reckon he was? Well, there's some similarities there. They value hyper racism. They seem to be of the opinion that well, they don't strictly have ONA opinions, so they're not really all about, like, you gotta break eggs to make omelets type of logic. They definitely support Hitler in principle, just not in name. Well, this is true. But the ONA does in name, yeah. And so okay then. So, is this some way you could reword the fucking Nazi type of shit to make it sound like it's not Nazism? Well, Curtis Yarvin already figured that out a while ago. Oh, right! The stupid people have to turn into biodiesel, and the stupid people are poor people. Yes, of course. And what's biodiesel? Well, they get turned into artificial intelligence, and they get sent to service droids, yeah, of course, to make sure that the AI becomes sentient. So you can say the AI apocalypse happened, yeah, and it was stupid people that caused it, right? Of course. And that'll be the great singularity, of course. And the only people that won't be affected by it, well, of course, will the tech bros. But hang on a second, they already think they're fucking robots. Well, yeah, they tried it out themselves first. Hang on. That's kind of fucking stupid. Okay, right, okay, how are they going to get to that one? Well, of course, it'll be the blue screen of death. Oh, great. So back to the Blue Lodge again. Right, yeah. And so as it turns out, Blue Lodge masonry was designed to bring about the blue screen of death that everyone feared. Oh, great. Okay, what are we going to do about it? Don't know. We just hope that Alfred Yankovic never makes it to Albuquerque in the first place.